As Nigeria marks the Armed Forces Remembrance Day, the Nigerian Senate has described the sacrifices of our fallen heroes as selfless. The chairman, Senate Committee of Army, Senator Abdulaziz Eradua, in his statement on behalf of the Senate Committee on Nigerian Army, commended the service officers and soldiers who are currently maintaining the peace and ensuring Nigeria is secured and safe from internal and external aggression. The committee also expressed a deep appreciation to the sacrifices of the armed forces who have consistently put their lives on the line while upholding the territorial integrity of the nation, saying that the sacrifices of the dead officers and soldiers in the last year will not be forgotten. January the 15th is a day set aside to remember and celebrate the bravery, patriotism and selflessness of our military personnel who have lost their lives in the line of duty. Now, retired Colonel Rotimi Alade joins me on the news via Zoom from Akure to discuss more on the Armed Forces Remembrance Day. Good to have you join us, Colonel.
It's a pleasure joining you too. Thank you.
So let's just get from you, first of all, the first-hand experience. You have been in the Army, you are now retired. Give us what it is like, what it was like to have been in the Army and what life is like now.
Well, it's pleasant because really it's an honor to serve the armed forces. And of course, anytime we come in or anytime any young man decides I want to join the armed forces, it's a way of just deciding that, okay, you want to serve your country, you want to lay your life for the country if need be. But of course, if just like a few of us that are fortunate, at the end of the day, we're able to survive and come back, yeah, we reflect and we continue to thank God. It's a real privilege. And of course, for some of us, we keep saying that if we had the opportunity again in another world, we continue to join the Army and serve the country in that capacity.
In terms of just honor, because again, when you watch, in developed countries, you see how veterans are respected. But it seems to be quite different here. And it's not just about the people, it also flows from the head. And the House of Representatives has asked that train services, bus services, medicals for the families of fallen heroes should be free. Should the welfare of veterans and families of those who have died become an issue, or a budgetary allocation?
Thank you very much. Sincerely, for this country, we're evolving, so to say, that of course, there are quite a lot of good things we can copy from the developed world. There are so many privileges that both serving and retired people, they enjoy. And of course, particularly for this day, really, the idea behind it is to ensure that even while you are serving, because the motivation is more to the people serving, that, okay, when eventually, if you die, you will not be forgotten. And of course, by the time you retire, because in most cases, so many of us who leave this system that brutalized, maimed, or whatever, that look, will still be respected. And of course, even if you come out old, the fact remains that you have used the better part of your life, the youthful parts and the enduring part of your life, you have used it for the system. So the least they can do is to appreciate that and honor you. Yes, in the developed world, they enjoy quite a lot of privileges. I know some people have probably taken the initiative, but of course it's not yet sound enough. Like I'm aware that airpeace owners sometimes said they will give a rebate or whatever to the military men, but of course it goes beyond that. It has to be holistic. It's not just an individual. It has to be holistic. The country entirely has to be aware of that. There are so many shows in the developed world that you present cards or whatever, and you buy things and rebate, either serving or retired. You are honored, you are respected in so many ways. And of course, for us in the country, in Nigeria, we'll be looking up to that. If not anything, but at least to motivate those ones that are still serving and that they could probably lay their life for the country in the course of duty.
And Colonel, I'm sure you still relate with some of your colleagues who also used to be in the military as well. What sort of services or privileges would make a difference in their lives at this time?
There are quite a lot. To start with, when they say you are retired but not tired, I'm aware that even those people in service, the high hierarchy, they are quite conscious of that, that the wisdom lies on the elderly ones. There are quite a lot of things that can get them engaged. There are some countries, for example, that establish some situation in which they can take up some other employment, because even apart from serving the military, remember too that quite a lot of them are professionals in different ways. So they are professionals, medical doctors, engineers, journalists, and quite a lot of them. And of course, falling back on them, it will be worthwhile to keep them properly engaged beyond whatever it is. But of course, remember too that since they would have used their youthful period for the armed forces, the truth remains that after retiring, they may not be that strong. So the aspect of catering for their welfare, timely payment of their welfare, and of course, enhancing whatever remuneration. Of course, not because, yes, as it is now, the government is trying quite a lot. They are attending to the welfare of this thing, unlike the past that you see, even retired this thing, waiting endlessly and staying in the open before they can get the little entitlement they are entitled to. But for the government of the day, they are trying on that aspect. But of course, it's not yet wuru. There are quite a lot of things that can be done for them, I think, to keep them happy and to ensure that the serving one are motivated, because these are things they'll be looking up to. That okay, after all this,
and Colonel, I'm sure this is an ongoing conversation that we cannot cover in one day. We hope that this continues and the government continues to engage these veterans and the families of fallen heroes. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you for your service to the country. Retired Colonel Rotimi Alade, thank you for your time.
So it's my pleasure being with you. Thank you very much for engaging me.